Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dear listener. Tonight's story is one of the most beautiful miracles from the life of our beloved Prophet Muhammad. It is not about battles or kings, but about something simple. Something that shows us how even the smallest creations of Allah are filled with love for His messenger. This is the story of the palm tree that cried. So close your eyes, rest your heart, and let this moonlit tale carry you to the blessed days of Medina. The story: in the early days of Medina, the Prophet built his masjid with his companions. It was simple, its walls of mud bricks, its roof made of palm branches, its floor soft sand. Yet in that humble space, hearts found peace, and faith found a home. Each Friday, the Prophet would lean against the trunk of a palm tree inside the masjid to deliver his khutbah. The companions sat around him, listening with their whole hearts. His words carried wisdom, light, and guidance. But as the community grew, more people began filling the masjid. Some sat far away, unable to see or hear clearly. So the companions built a small wooden pulpit 3 steps high so the Prophet could stand upon it, and his voice could reach all corners of the masjid. The first time he climbed the pulpit to give his khutbah, something extraordinary happened. From the corner where the palm trunk stood, a sound rose. At first it was soft, like the sigh of a child. Then it grew louder, a sob, a cry, a wail that filled the masjid. The companions turned, shocked. The palm tree trunk was crying. Its sound echoed in the masjid like the grief of a heartbroken soul. The Prophet paused his sermon. He stepped down from the pulpit, his face full of mercy. The companions watched in silence as he walked across the masjid and embraced the tree trunk. He pressed it to his chest, whispering words of comfort. The companions saw the impossible. The sobbing grew softer, then faded, as though the tree had calmed in his arms. The Prophet spoke gently to it. If you wish, I can return to you and stand by you again. Or if you wish, I will ask Allah to plant you in paradise, where you will drink from its rivers and bear fruit forever. The trunk fell silent, as though it had chosen, and the Prophet turned back to the companions and said, By Allah, if I had not embraced it, it would have cried until the day of judgment. The masjid filled with tears that day, not from the tree alone, but from the companions who witnessed it. They realized that even a lifeless trunk wept when separated from the messenger of Allah. Hadith reference: this miracle is narrated in Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, where Jabir ibn Abdullah Ras said, the Prophet used to stand by a tree trunk for the khutbah when the pulpit was made. We heard the trunk crying like a child, until the Prophet came to it and embraced it. Think for a moment. If a palm tree cried because it missed the Prophet, how should our hearts feel? In today's world, many hearts feel empty. We chase after things, money, fame, distractions, but we often forget the one whose message brought us peace. If a tree trunk longed for him, shouldn't we long for him more? There was once a scholar who said, if your heart feels dry and hard, send blessings upon the Prophet, for salawat is water for the thirsty heart. So, whenever you feel sadness or distance, remember the crying tree. Remember that love for the Prophet is not just words, it is a connection even the simplest of creations understood. Fill your nights with Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad, and feel the warmth return to your heart. All through IslamOnline. And so, dear listener, this was the story of the palm tree that created a reminder that true love for the Prophet is found not only in history, but in our own hearts today. If you found comfort in this story, share it with family and friends, so the love of the Prophet can reach more hearts. Subscribe to IslamOnline for more peaceful bedtime stories, timeless Islamic lessons, and reminders that soothe the soul. Until next time, may your nights be filled with peace, your hearts with faith, and your tongues with salawat upon the beloved of Allah.